Guys, I'm on a roll today. Yeah. This is what the evil side gets where they try to lick me down with that out of nowhere fucking migraine. I don't get migraines like that. That was some deliberate shit. So now I'm up. These niggas took one step forward. I'm gonna make sure they take 3 steps back when they fucking with me. You understand? So yeah, I want to talk about the fallacy of Christmas. I wanted to speak about this earlier in my other life. I'm making this a habit, innit? I'm just leaving out bare stuff. Yeah, but at least it gives me an excuse to talk to you guys some more. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to speak about the fallacy of Christmas, man, because this shit here is a myth. And even today in my own circles, this shit's come up so often. What do you think about Christmas? What do you think about people who celebrate Christmas? And I'm not doing this to get at nobody. I'm doing this because it's needed in my circle and outside my circle. Because there's people who still subscribe to this shit here. I can't even believe there's still woke people who, to me, it's excuses. They make excuses to still participate in this bullshit. It's a mind control thing. The fallacy of Christmas. So I wanted to give like a background to it. Where this shit really comes from and what it really involves and shit, man. You get me? So let's have a look at this shit here. Let's start from the fucking start, man. So when we're speaking about Christmas, we want to get into the history of it. Where did this shit start from? Where does its customs come from and stuff? Is this shit actually backed up by the Bible? Like, does God get down with Christmas? Why do so many people? It's not even just Christians. People, man, even like it affects the people who are supposed to know better and are supposed to be awakened. Why do so much people participate in this shit? Is it a spiritual weapon, a mind control thing? Where we just feel like we just have to, oh, Merry Christmas, greeting people. And when people are greeting us, we're greeting them back instead of saying, yo, I don't celebrate Christmas. I had that conversation with a guy yesterday. He's dropped to me when I'm gone to visit my friend Sid. One of his friends has come. He's like, oh, what are you doing for Christmas? I'm like, I don't do Christmas. He's like, he's shocked. Like, I'm not allowed to not do Christmas. They want to know, why do you not do Christmas, man? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, this shit here is a real spiritual weapon. So we're gonna talk about this shit, Dan. It's definitely. You understand what I'm saying? And we're gonna link it into the other stuff like its background, Saturnalia, Yule, the Druids, yeah? What the Bible says, still linking, it still ties into the stuff that we just digested about Ishtar. It's linked, yeah? Santa, where the fuck does he come from? How come he's not spoken about in the Bible? You understand what I'm saying? Who is he? Yeah, and all of this stuff, man, about Christmas, where we are right now. I can't even believe it's Christmas 2022 already. This shit's crazy. So yeah, let's go. Right, where's my stills at? We'll come back to that. So I feel like we have to take on this spiritual weapon, this idea of this holiday. It's not nothing holy about this European Mzungu holy day. I ain't even seen much people speaking about Kwanzaa. You know how I feel about Kwanzaa. I've already said Kwanzaa's not really one of our festivals, innit? It was created for us post-slavery, but it's still good in the fact that it invites us to cultivate our own culture, to sankofa, go back into our culture and fix and fetch the parts of it that are beneficial and bring them into the now, sankofa. You get me? Akan term. Yeah. So in them terms there, Kwanzaa I support. Yeah. You see, if you go on social media, how many people are Merry Christmasing and Christmas shit, man. And ain't nobody saying, oh, what you doing for Kwanzaa? How are you planning for Kwanzaa? Ain't nobody even hollered at me for no books. Yo, let me buy a book for Kwanzaa. Books make good gifts. But people are so tied in to this Christmas shit, man. It's a madness. Even like I said, it affects me. My children and them decided to come and see me today. They can come and see me any day. I'm always glad to see them. But the fact that it's Christmas for them and their mum and that, it's a big occasion for them. Do you understand? So it controls so many people in so many different ways. I'm looking around like, bastard, this weapon here fucked us up. In this image on the screen, we need to take over this fucking, batter it, beat it out of our mind, man. This is some war shit we're dealing with, spiritual warfare, mental warfare. When you're talking about Christmas, man. You understand? It's not as simple as you think, man. Some people think this is just a joke thing. It's not. This controls people. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are controlled by this spirit of Christmas and go and spend money that they don't have and go and do things just to be seen and like feel like they're participating. You know what I'm saying? The energies that are coming into the earth right now with Mercury retrograding, certain planets in alignment and stuff, being the end of the year and the solstice, these energies coming to earth are so powerful now that everything that's not of love is being pushed to the surface in humans for healing. You have to heal it. Anything that's coming up right now, if you're arguing a lot and stuff, or you worrying, or you got doubts about your future, you have to deal with that shit right now that's coming up to the surface to be dealt with. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's the era of the dragon slayer. So we don't say this just to sound good, like I keep telling you guys. We are really at spiritual warfare. You understand? The war's already started a long time ago for dragon slayers, for people like us. We're not waiting for bombs to drop or nothing. Spiritual bombs, spirit bombs and shit been going off since 2020, March the 20th. So Saturnalia, yeah, was a festival celebrated in Greece. Same thing around that temple of Ephesus, temple of Artemis and stuff. It ties in. They used to celebrate from December the 17th till December the 25th. So the day before my birthday, yeah, December 17th. And they celebrate till December the 25th. And within that week, they used to go around and do all kind of debauchery, all kind of homosexuality, men sleeping with men, getting drunk. Look, you can see it here, battering their wives and shit. I've spoke about this shit before. And the way that they used to produce children in their homosexual society would be to get in Saturnalia. They got themselves so pissed drunk that they'll get the woman, shave her head so her head's like a man, push her in a dark room when the guy is drunk. So the guy goes in the dark room and starts thinking it's a man in there, and then goes and bones the girl, and that's how they produce children, because there was a liberal homosexual society, and Saturnalia was like the purge for a week. Within that week, anything goes. You can kill people, you can kill your neighbor, you can rape someone, pedophilia, the whole fucking shit. Satanism, all of that shit. The Purge movie, I've told you guys before, they get it from the idea of Saturnalia. So it's Saturnalia right now, the end of it, what you're calling Christmas Day. And people out here Merry Christmasing and shit and don't even know who the fuck Santa Claus is. Yeah. So it goes back to Ishtar, yeah? Because the Saturnalia was a festival celebrated under her tutelage, under her reign. When you talk about Alexander the Greek and them, and I showed you that map with Thessaly on there and the Aegean Sea, that region there, which was under Ishtar and these demons, yeah, Zeus and all them, because Zeus is really just Odin from the Nordic pantheon, same thing. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to go a bit deeper into these people. This is Ishtar being depicted again. And you see her here, she's always on some kind of beast, like Hydra-headed beast, man. I wonder what that thing is. We've seen it so much. That must be for real. That can't just be so many people keep bringing up this fucking... What is it? See it there again. You see what I'm saying? Seven-headed beast, you know, like the Bible says. And these guys look a bit Muslimy there. Like she's gone into the Muslim that's somewhere in the Middle East, some Muslim shit. It may be Jerusalem or something by the look of that Tartarian looking castle in the background or whatever. It's just crazy.
This one is up to the upstarts. For those that started before.
Because dragons and stuff used to be real. So Game of Thrones, where they depicted all these dragons and certain creatures in the fairies and elves and shit in Lord of the Rings, that shit's not totally lying. This is what I keep saying to people. Yeah, that's how the world used to be before that age ended and they reset it. Right, let's go back to these horizontal shits. So as I said before, yeah, when you're dealing with, remember we was talking about how Jesus and Satan is literally the same person playing two characters, the same being playing two characters. And it makes sense because in all these religions with different gods, Satan is always the same Satan. Like the Muslim Satan or Shaitan isn't different from the Jews' Satan, and Satan isn't different from the Christians' Satan or Lucifer. They're all the fucking same Satan in all of these religions. So that means these gods in all these religions got to be the fucking same, playing characters, playing different personages, you know, like the celebrities. Like I always say, certain celebrities have more than one character, and then they kill off a certain character when they like what is the name, Hospin is playing Gucci, or he might have 2 or 3 more other characters. This is how it is with the gods when you hear the term attributes, and they have different attributes which they play up to, or personages. You understand what I'm saying? So this Jesus, the bright morning star, is the same as fucking Satan, the bright morning star, is the same as Ishtar, Venus, which is known as the bright star. You understand what I'm saying? So look at this caricature here. Why can't my birthday be about me? That's my wish, Santa. Is that too much to ask? When Christmas comes, it's not about Jesus no more. Jesus switches into this alter ego called Santa, which is an anagram for Satan. Do you understand what I'm saying? And people is out here having a merry old time, spending money that they ain't fucking got, or that they're better off saving and using for better endeavors like starting a business or supporting someone or whatever. People is out here buying turkeys, cooking up big fucking dinners, putting on weight, eating junk, sugar rushing, alcohol rush in Christmas, when every other mammal around, when they go in hibernation, they losing weight. Every other creature in this realm, in the winter season, solstice and that, they losing weight. Yeah, they had to eat in the summer to put on enough fat so they could make it through the winter, and they're gonna start shedding all of that fat, that weight, as they go deeper into winter. As humans, we're trying to stuff ourselves at Christmas and stuff and going against the natural order of things. We don't understand this shit here when we see like Satan, Santa. Satan is Santa. It's the same Jesus and Santa, because Jesus is Satan and Santa is Satan. It's Satan in his acting roles. Hollywood is his shit. He's the best fucking actor. Forget Al Pacino and fucking Robert De Niro and all of them. Satan is the best actor. He showed them niggas about this acting shit and about method acting and stuff. Who you think showed these guys? You understand what I'm saying? You better be careful about getting into that Christmas spirit, man. You get me? And inviting that demonic frequency, that satanic vibration around you. And look, another one of his characters, Santana. He came out as Carlos Santana. You understand what I'm saying? But the devil, this shit goes deep. Santana is the music Satan. You understand? Satan with his fucking music hypnotize your ass on some sexual lust shit. It's all the same fucking character. Anything you doing for Christmas, you partaking in that Christmas fucking spirit of 6 ether vibration, the mass crisis, the existential crisis, mass mind control, nigga. About Merry Christmas. So look at this. This is another one I forgot. Yeah. We get up into this shit here. Introduction. The 13 Illuminati bloodlines dominating the world today trace their Kenite origins through Ham and his fourth son Canaan. Over the centuries, they have successfully procured, accumulated and centralized wealth by overemphasizing strategic marriage, controlled inheritance and central banking. It is because they are careful to only intermarry with other elitist families that they have come to control most of the wealth and power of the world. As bloodline, they print the money which is used by the central banks of the world to sustain commerce through all of the oil conglomerates, media groups, defense contractors, entertainment companies and pharmaceutical groups, which they also own in mass. They utilize a strategy in nation building a perfected method of loaning money to puppet dictators, strapping their people, the nation, with the debt, and then using that debt, the people, to hire all of their transnational companies as means to create a commodities market, which they can then base the creation of a stock market to then centralize, manipulate and steal the wealth of various citizens in all parts of the world. So in essence, when you're participating in this Christmas bullshit and you're spending your money, you're a part of this machine that I'm just reading about here off the screen. Yo, Merry Christmas, have a turkey, buy this, I'm cooking a Christmas dinner, I don't celebrate it, but my family's coming over for me too, rare. Yo, you're a part of this fucking machine. Let's stop making excuses for ourselves, yeah? Let's stop it, yeah? And I'm not saying that we can't celebrate on this day, but we have to have that clear intention before, okay, it's Children's Day, because that's what originally it was. Christmas Day for us was Children's Day. And and it was all about the children. But when you look at Christmas now, Christmas ain't all about no children. Christmas is about adults doing fuckery and losing all their inhibitions, if we be honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And this is a receipt, because I told you guys, Hitler and them had a base on the moon. These lot are saying it's an alien base. It ain't no fucking alien base. It was a Nazi base in the shape of a swastika. And they told us down here. I was in jail and I heard about it on the jail TV in my cell. And they said, yo, we're going to bomb the moon because we want to find out if the moon's hollow. And all of us was sitting down at Christmas and whatever eating turkeys, not knowing that we're in jeopardy. We got dark forces, shadow forces that are fucking around with our realm. And we just down here eating turkeys and shit and wearing Christmas sweaters and fucking mistletoes and Christmas trees. What the fuck, people? Yo, Dan. No wonder they try and lick me down. They don't want me in this world, man. The plans they got for this world here, you better stay close to Djedefre Memnon. I'm telling you, niggas. You're rip. Always stand on what you believe in. Stay true to who you are and how you move. Let them catch up to you. Rip. JTV, Justified and True of Voice, Nipsey Hussle, legend. Time to power up, Lions. Time to hit the books, bro. That shadow work. Realize your best self. The process, the journey, calcination. Me, what list am I on, Santa? Well, I've been looking at the memes you've been posting. So probably DHS, NSA, and the FBI. Fuck to you, man. And look, come on, man. Let me just let that sit for a minute. Because I torture myself with this shit here. How can I be in this world and I ain't got my Kendaki riding a dice shotgun and shit? Fuck this. Yeah. We say we speaking from experience, right? Shout out to John Paul. Yo. Damn. Yo, damn. Fucking, that's what I call Christmas for me, mate. That's a fucking crisis. A good one. Yo, so as you know, they borrowed the story of bits of the story of this composite character, this spiritual weapon, Jesus, from Horus. You understand? And Horus links into the Tammuz story, which then again links into Ishtar, Artemis, because Horus is the son of Isis, and Isis is the equivalent of Ishtar. So that means, whereas in Egypt they say Isis, Horus, and Osiris, and they focus on the positive aspects of these deities, in Sumeria they dealing with Ishtar, which is them on the opposite polarity, dealing with all the dope that these lot did. You understand? So Horus comes as the son of, you could say, Ishtar, Isis. You understand what I'm saying? And it's mad, the contrast, but we in a polar reality, man. So here is the battle in the skies between Necha, Horus, and Seth, the Gaud. And there you go, continue. The golden Horus, man. Oi, Horus clan forever. And that's what I said, the real Tartarians from the Barbary states in northern Africa. One of the Sunday Keeters. And these guys were militant, chop your head clean off. Allahu Akbar, bro. When Islam was on our side, not when it's all fucked up like it is now with these Ottomans trying to lock you in some hadith shit. I told you about these lot, yeah. You see these lot, you better run, Forrest, run. They step off looking like that with the hood over their head. Yeah, she looked like she's supposed to be floating down the street. Her foot not even supposed to be touching the fucking sidewalk, bruv, the pavement. She just floating and shit with that bag thing over the fucking head down. Yo, down with the baby in her lap, like she's sitting in the air, nigga. And then the little dude, you just see him like fucking trailing along behind like she's dragging the nigger on the road. Merry Christmas, man. This is bullshit. I swear down, you lot are killing me out here, man. Fucking hell, man. And I'm high as hell on this fucking, what's it called? California mint. I don't know what Sid said this was, yeah. This shit lit. Ishtar again, with her foot on a lion to show her strength. You see the thing with Gilgamesh holding a lion? This bitch got her foot on a lion and like she got some kind of chain on the thing. Don't fuck with her, you know. And these are Sumerian tablets, and you see that sun in the top left corner? That's the symbol of Venus. Like I say, Venus, Artemis, Minerva, Leto, Libertas, Columbia, Lady Liberty, man, that's her. Sexually free and shit, trying to like seduce Gilgamesh and all of that. Yo, mad thing. Look, there's a boy, the Cabbage Patch child. Yeah, why you think he wearing Ishtar's owl? Ishtar and Arishka gal and that. Why do you think they pushing this guy so much? You think he's really that good? That's why he's had all this success. Man, this shit is an illusion. The world is a stage. Christmas is bullshit. Bonfire upon Christmas. Bonfire upon Drake. Beware of them, man, and beware of the false knowledge. Yeah? It's deadlier than ignorance. Might as well not fucking seek no knowledge if you fucking with all that. Yeah, don't eat from every hand that offers you food, man. No better than that. Right, she's done. See, I'm not even gonna dwell long. So you see here, like we said, the energies coming to Earth are so powerful now that everything not of love is being pushed to the surface for healing. A lot of shit being exposed as well. Do you get me? Like it's for real. Yeah. Vision without execution is just hallucination. You hear that? Yeah, time to power up, little niggas. By the way, if Martin Luther King and Anne Frank hadn't been killed, they'd both be 93 today, younger than Betty White. I think it's important to see pictures of them in colour as a remember that history was not very long ago. Oh shit. Yo, look. Yo, that's my queen. She coming. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that vision there. Pictures say 1,000 words, right? That is crazy. That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Wow, what a picture, man. There's that people in the background there. That's just like a world away. Look how the sun is just hitting that sand and that. Wow, man, that image there. Bastard. Wow. Yes, to fly as free as hugging and munning, you must first give up everything that weighs you down. It's time for us for them wings, man. You know? Wings.
The thing goes pop.
Sorry. Yeah, so we need to stop it with the celebration of Christmas and stuff, man. Participating in this clown show. I don't care what your excuse is. This shit's a clown show. And when people start telling us about this stuff, we need to tell them that this is some clown shit, man. It's not for us. Come on, you're insulting me. And make people feel humiliated for asking you about Christmas and greeting you with Merry Christmas and all that. Nigga, I don't do Christmas. What kind of slavery shit you trying to bring to me? You understand what I'm saying? Crown me as the king of the north like Dark Saber. I'm the dark side of the force, black berserkers. Like king of the north, I fought many battles, still remain connected to source, the goddess Ishtar. Crown me as the king of the north like Darth Vader. I'm the dark side of the force. Viking speaking in Norse. So here, Yule is also Yule. At the same time that it's Saturnalia, it's also Yule to the Greco-Romans and Druids, yeah? And Yule was actually Yuletide. Is a festival observed by the historical Germanic people. So people in Germany, people in France, people in England, people in Ireland, people in Scotland, people in Italy, yeah? Yo, all them kind of regions there, yeah, them people that celebrate Yule, even up the Vikings and shit, yeah. And they observed by the earliest references to Yule are by way of indigenous Germanic month names, Aria, Joala, or Giola, or Giuli, and Aftila, Giola. Scholars have connected the celebration to the wild hunt, the god Odin, and the pagan Anglo-Saxon Modrinit, yeah. And that was December 2022, Sunday the 1st of January to Sunday 1st of January 2023. So that's a recent article, yeah. So let's have a look at this. Yule festival observed historically by Germanic peoples and in modern times primarily by neo-pagans, coinciding with the winter solstice, December the 21st to the 22nd in the northern hemisphere and June the 20th to the 21st in the southern hemisphere. The pre-Christian, so before Christianity festival originated in Scandinavia among the Vikings and shit with the Norse gods, Odin and them, and was later subsumed along with other pagan celebrations into the Christian holiday of Christmas. So they collected all this Saturnalia stuff and Yule and stuff and put it into Christmas, yeah, when Christianity took over, or Constantine and all them, when he wanted one religion for his whole empire. My man included all of these parts: Mithraism, Yule, Saturnalia, all types of, it's a Frankenstein thing. That's what Christianity is. Do you understand? Some modern celebrations of Yule attempt to recreate ancient traditions, while others have been adapted or reimagined to suit contemporary personal and religious practices. See what I'm saying? So look, this is Yule, and my man looks like Santa Claus, but that's fucking a depiction of Odin from the Muzungu, and look at that little demon thing near his foot. So this carries over into Christmas, and that little demon thing, his name's Krampus. So I'm gonna show you this dude. Yeah, and this is what you guys are celebrating. Anytime, I'm just buying presents. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I'm just buying presents anyway. You're giving energy to this shit. Look at Drake on his shoulder, the little owl. Drake. My man's on his little shoulder there, Drake. This fat ass Santa Claus looking nigga. Like I said, they reinvent themselves. So when Yule got nobody remembers Yule no more. Shit, we need to reinvent this Yule shit, you know. Yo, we gotta come up with something else. Yo, Saturnalia's dying out, Yule's dying out. Yo, we need a new show on Hollywood, yeah? So now we got fucking Christmas. What's Christmas? Oh, Christmas is the new shit. Oh, Santa Claus. It's him. Anyone can see. That's my man. And the little elves that he has wearing the elves hats, yeah? Shape-shifting into nice little looking fucking humans. They're not humans. They look more like this guy, even worse. These little goblin-ass dudes. You get me? People don't know what they're dealing with. Yeah? So I had to come to show niggas in England. Look, the same fucking Father Christmas. Oh, sorry, it's not Father Christmas. It's fucking Odin in Yule. Yo, the world needs a superhero right now, man. It's serious. Yule is one of the oldest winter solstice festivals, with origins among the ancient Norse, thousands of years ago. Its roots are complicated and difficult to trace, although there are several theories about how and why the festival was celebrated. It is generally agreed that Yule celebrations began as a Norse festival called Jol. Although assessments of the purpose and traditions vary, like most winter solstice festivals, themes of light, fire, and feasting are common threads. Some historians think that sacrifices were an important part of the observance, either to the gods and other supernatural beings, such... Oh shit, and there's Krampus, yeah? Look at them kids in the background too, like waving. That's their friend my man got off with on his back there. Got off to go and eat them niggas. Probably gonna give her to Odin or Ishtar. You understand? They send these demons out. If you ain't been good, yeah, for the year, then this Krampus-ass demon, this blood, it's got goat feet. So that's like a pan, like a satyr thing. A goat man, yeah, demon thing. If you ain't been a good little boy or girl for the year, and fucking whatever his name is, he's saying his name Santa, he pull up on your ass in his sledge with these little fucking goblins. He's taking your ass to go and eat your ass or make you into soup, mate. Put you on the fucking chopping board and get him some fucking adrenochrome. This is serious. And we out here supporting this shit and wondering how this shit just goes on every year, knowing that I've given you these pieces about how this world is a grid. It's a circuit board earth. So all this energy that we're giving, whether it's to sports, World Cup football, whether it's to Hollywood, whether it's to Christmas, even if you think it's nothing, your every thought, your every action creates a ripple in space-time in the ether, in the sea of consciousness. And they are energy harvesting you. They are banking on you going out there and spending money and buying gifts for your little cousins and your little nephews and your mum and dad. Oh, it's just Christmas. It's not really a Christian thing. It's a fucking holiday thing. And you don't know you're contributing to your own enslavement and the enslavement of the globe. No excuses, rude boy and rude girl. Stop it. Miss me with it. Krampus, that demon you just seen with the little, put the little child in a sack, badass kids, he coming for your skunt. Yeah, Krampus in Central European popular legend, a half goat, half demon monster that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. He is the devilish companion of Saint Nicholas. That's the word that weren't coming to me. So Santa was originally Saint Nicholas, and he was supposed to be a Moor, black man. Krampus is believed to have originated in Germany, and his name derives from the German word Krampen, which means claw, fucking reptilian or hobgoblin, whatever you want to call it. It's not a fucking human. You understand? Coming and snatching up the little children, mate. Who is Krampus? Explaining the horrific Christmas beast, yeah? The mythical Krampus is meant to whip children into being nice. Whip them, you know. You understand this shit? When listening to the radio in December, it's unlikely to hear holiday songs singing the praise of Krampus, a half goat, half demon, horrific beast who literally beats people into being nice and not naughty. Krampus isn't exactly the stuff of dreams, bearing horns, dark hair, fangs and a long tongue. The anti-Saint Nicholas comes with a chain and bells that he lashes about, along with a bundle of birch sticks meant to swat naughty children. He then hauls the bad kids down to the underworld. Are you hearing this shit here? You understand? And he's riding with this Saint Nicholas Santa dude, man, this Yule-ass nigga. And y'all niggas ain't letting your children know to stay away from this shit here, because children's fairy tales breed adult religions. So this shit, Santa just takes the form of Jesus later on and tells you you have to die. He died for your sins. And he's the only way, he's the light, and you have to come through him. And when your ass dead, you're gonna run to that light, and your ass be recycled again through the Saturn fucking moon matrix. Oh my days, like, yo, I knew, why do I have to be here? I understand why, but fuck's sake. Krampus isn't exactly the stuff of dreams. We've read that part. You better watch out, you better not cry. In Catholicism, St. Nicholas is the patron saint of children. So this is to do with Ishtar again. These motherfuckers snatch up all the children. Yeah? He break bread with Ishtar. This motherfucking St. Nicholas, Santa. You understand? Krampus, yeah? In Catholicism, St. Nicholas is the patron saint of children. His saint's day falls in early December, which helps to strengthen his association with the Yuletide season. Many European cultures not only blah, 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 but this is a depiction of Saturnalia. Look how these man look. I'm not going to say the word for fear of being censored. I'm going to say chichi man them. Look at these chichi man them. These androgynous man them. You understand what I'm saying? That just says it all, man. Just get this guy off the screen. And look, this is a Saturnalia. Yeah, what is he doing there? Look at all them. What are they? Ghosts, demons? What's that thing she has in her hand? A cistern that looks like, and at the back of his head. And then the ones in the front here, like, what is this? And then this lion-looking dog thing, monkey thing, whatever it is, near his foot. You understand? The fuck, man. Saturnalia, he must be on some different drugs, man. Some acid and shit. Saturnalia, man. I'm sure you guys are starting to see this thing ain't no joke thing. Do you get me? happy in the pre-Christian as the winter solstice approached, and the plants and pagans brought evergreen boughs into their homes as an act of sympathetic magic intended to guard the live essences of the plants until spring. Yo, this is bad. The custom was later appropriated by Northern Europeans, and eventually it becomes the so-called Christmas. See what I'm saying? I can't make this shit up, right? Right on Christmas Day, I'm giving you this. You understand? Originally celebrated on December 17th, Saturnalia was extended first to 3 days, yeah, and eventually to 7 days. The date has been connected with the winter sowing season, which in modern Italy varies from October to January. Remarkably, like the Greek chronia from Chronos and Saturnalia, Saturn is the planet of Chronos. It was the liveliest festival of the year. All work and business were suspended. Slaves were given temporary freedom to say and do what they liked, and certain moral restrictions were eased. The streets were infected with a Mardi Gras madness, yeah, all that fucking and sucking, yeah, and homosexuality stuff, all that stuff I talked about. A mock king was chosen, Saturnalicius Princeps. The seasonal greeting, Io Saturnalia, was heard everywhere. The closing days of, Saturnalia, hold on. The closing days of Saturnalia were known as Sigillaria because of the custom of making toward the end of the festival presents of candles, wax models of fruit, and waxen statuettes which were fashioned by the Sigillari, or manufacturers of small figures in wax and other media. The cult statue of Saturn himself, Kronos, traditionally bound at the feet with wooden bands, was untied, presumably to come out and join the fun. So yo, we're going into Kronos. The influence of the Saturnalia upon the celebrations of Christmas and the New Year, Janus and shit, has been direct. The fact that Christmas was celebrated on the birthday of the unconquered sun, Dis Solis Invicti Nati, gave the season a solar background, yeah, heliocentrism, connected with the calends of January, Janus, January the 1st, the Roman New Year, when houses were decorated with greenery and lights, and presents were given to children and the poor. Concerning the gift candles, the Romans had a story that an old prophecy bade the earliest inhabitants of Latium send heads to Hades and Phota to Saturn, whatever Phota are. And look, that's Saturn, Kronos, who's said to eat all his children, battering his lot, eating the children, eating the babies, man. I've linked all this shit together for you in so many ways. Today I scored a triple-double on your asses, nigga. Nigga, I started at 6 o'clock, rise with the sun, on the solstice, and I came and gave you this fucking heat. You understand? It's so hot, it's white hot. It's so hot, it's white hot that I've gave you, yeah? I'm gonna get into a Bible verse to show you how people shouldn't even be having Christmas trees and doing certain things in Christmas. People that say they Christians and shit, they not really any Christian that's going on with this Christmas stuff and got Christmas tree at yard and greeting with Merry Christmas and stuff. They ain't never read the Bible. That's all that it says to me, because the Bible would have told them all this shit that I'm telling them here. It would have told them, don't be fucking putting no Christmas tree in your house and all of that Yule shit, because that's from Yule, that's from Saturnalian stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with Yeshua ibn Hamashiach from 7 AD to 127 AD, the real Messiah. That shit came from all of these lot with they fucking Yule and Saturnalia and shit, man. You understand what I'm saying? Look, again, biting off the heads of these children, like that dirty more goblin yamming off the heads of the little Cabbage Patch children. Look, man, these niggas they have to make Cabbage Patch children because their appetite is insatiable. They want to yam off all the children, man. Look at this shit. And this is Zeus's father. So Kronos was the father of Zeus, and he's supposed to have ate all his children until Zeus, Hades, and them teamed up on him and fucked him up. And then Zeus became the king of the gods for doing that. This is how sick these man's stories are they gods and that is. You know, these demonology shits and that. And it all links into this child sex fucking trafficking adrenochrome shit. Yeah, Christmas and stuff. Stop it. Stop fucking participating in Christmas. You know better. Stop making excuses. We don't want to hear it. Miss me with that bullshit. In Greek mythology, Kronos was the son of Uranus, yeah? So Kronos was supposed to be the son of Uranus. Uranus, yeah, is supposed to be like, I told you, Anshar. And Kronos is supposed to be like fucking... No, Zeus is supposed to be like Anu. Kronos is supposed to be like Anshar. So Uranus is supposed to be like another one. Like, yo, it's crazy, yeah? And look, he's one of the Titans, yeah? And Gaia, who's Earth, yeah? So he was the son of Uranus, heaven and earth, being the youngest of the 12 Titans. On the advice of his mother, he castrated his father with a harpy, thus separating heaven from earth. So forget Nut and Geb when they tell you Shu came in between as the heir and separated Nut and Geb. This guy took a thing and whacked off his father's nuts to separate heaven and earth. How sick this thing is, you get me? Mad thing. Kronos, also spelled Kronos or Kronos in ancient Greek religion, male deity who was worshipped by the pre-Hellenic population of Greece, but probably was not widely worshipped by the Greeks themselves. He was later identified with the Roman god Saturn, Saturnalia, yeah? Saturn moon matrix. Kronos' functions were connected with the agriculture. In Attica, his festival, the Chronia, okay, celebrated the harvest and resembled the Saturnalia. It's the same thing. In art, he was depicted as an old man holding an implement, probably originally a sickle, but interpreted, okay, so that's what a harpy is, or curved sword. He whacked off his father's nuts. The Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, Kronos was the son of Uranus, heaven, and Gaia, earth, being the... We had that already, yeah? He became king of the Titans and took for his consort his sister Rhea, yeah? She bore him Hestia, Demeter. I've seen Demeter in American Gods. Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, all of whom he swallowed because his own parents had warned that he would be overthrown by his own child. When Zeus was born, however, Rhea hid him in Crete, Minoa, and tricked Kronos into swallowing a stone instead. Zeus grew up, forced Kronos to disgorge his brothers, so regurgitate his brothers, spit them up. You get me? Yo, it's a mad thing. And so that word Kronos links into the word chronology. When they tell us about, oh, chronology, time, like the timeline in Egyptian, don't use that word chronology, because it links into Kronos. It's a spell. It's part of the conjure, part of the spell. So when they give you these Egyptian pharaonic chronologies and give you dates and stuff, they taking zeros off and adding zeros on and using different calendars, which is not the real fucking time frame and shit, how we track time. So they're tricking us to make it seem like we ain't been here long. We only been here as long as they have. We're just all one big family. No, we're not. We've been here for 17,250,000 years in this form. You could stretch it further to 24 billion years. But they want to lie and tell you the Earth's only 4.5 billion years old and the universe is only 13.6 billion years old. Yeah, because they're only talking about its last incarnation. You understand? It's crazy. So stop. Don't use the word chronology when you're dealing with that, and don't trust them for no dates or nothing, because it's based on chronology and Kronos and shit to trick us. Saturn's hexagon could be an enormous tower. The six-sided storm that dominates the gas giant's North Pole may span stunning heights. And yes, we've spoken about the ice wars and the flat earth stuff and stuff, yeah, but it's not necessarily, like I said, it's the same thing. So this is another look at the world of Saturn. We've had a look at the circle world from the book The Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Wall. I'm putting these pictures in here because this is spoken about the fucking hexagon thing at the top of Saturn. So we're gonna have a look at it, yeah. Above Saturn's North Pole, clouds swirl in a distant and stunning hexagonal shape. Discovered by NASA's Voyager mission in 1981, Saturn's hexagon is striking to behold. And one new study suggests that the six-sided vortex, six-pointed star, may actually be hundreds of kilometers tall. After the Voyager mission pushed human exploration far out into the solar system and subsequently discovered Saturn's hexagon whirling at a low altitude, the Cassini spacecraft returned to the ringed planet in 2004 and continued these observations. The spacecraft even spotted a high-altitude vortex at the planet's south pole, but this vortex was not hexagonal. Now, as part of a new study using Cassini data, researchers discovered for the first time a high-altitude vortex forming at Saturn's north pole. This vortex was spotted as the planet's northern hemisphere approached summertime, and it has a hexagonal shape like the famous hexagon originally discovered closer to the planet's surface. These findings suggest that the high-altitude vortex, you see it there at the top, that hexagon thing, and you see them rings, it's like a lot of experts who I learned from and listened to have put out their view that this is actually like a record. You see when a record's spinning, and this Saturn lets out certain frequencies that lock all of this region, this solar system, in a certain kind of low vibrational frequency, because everything here is controlled from Saturn, because Saturn sets the frequency as to what realm Earth and these inner planets are going to be in, because Saturn is supposed to vibrate, I'm sure it's at 5 or 6 density, Saturn and Jupiter. One of them's 5 density and one of them's 6 density. And when you go to Young Elder in his galactic classes, he explains how crafts were made on one of them and planets were made on the other one. And going back to the Holy Tablets and Dr. York, he always used to say, Saturn's not the planet is Titan. It's a solid planet that's literally like Earth. Saturn is a gas giant, like you've seen us just read. It's just gas. So you have to be vibrating at a high density. You can't be a human and be visiting there. As a human, you're just going to fall through it. It's gas, or die from the poisonous gas. But beings live there that are vibrating higher than we are at third density. But anyway, it sets a frequency. So that hexagon at the top is some kind of spell thing, and it links into the black cube, what I'm going to show you. And also, when they say there's a Saturn moon matrix, that's tied to the moon, this frequency here. And so when you die, your soul gets flung to Saturn, and then Saturn recycles it and flings it back to the moon, ready to be recycled back in this Earth. It's the Saturn moon matrix. See a closer of it there? So this links into all your Christmas spellcasting shit, broadcasting. You understand? Christmas movies, Christmas traditions. You understand? Developed from older pagan cultures like Yule and Saturnalia and Chronia. Yeah, which is celebrating these pagan, demonic, Krampus-ass looking gods that's snatching up children and eating babies and all of that shit, just like we seen earlier when we was talking about the chicken farm extras and the Escape from the Chicken Farm Part 2. Yeah, I'm putting the work in, guys. I told you I'm pound for pound king out here. They can't do what I do because I speak what I know and I know what I speak. Other niggas is selling you snake oil out there. I'm giving you all the perspective so you can decide for yourself. So you can see, oh, space doesn't really exist. Of course we know it don't exist, but yo, consciousness exists. The ether exists and other worlds exist in the galactic. If you want to get stuck in the Muzungu's understanding, and it's an understanding, not overstanding, of this creation, then that's up to you. I'm going to put all the aspects out there and understand the whole thing. You understand? Because this is from men to gods. We are the gods. And we got to put this thing right. So now look, Jeremiah 10:1 to 10:25. That's what we're going to be looking at. What the Bible, the good old Bible, has to say about this Christmas shit. Because a lot of Christians and other people are just ignorantly participating in this shit like it's just harmless, like it's not going to do nothing, or they don't really celebrate it. But there's always a but. As soon as you hear that but behind, that means there's still a mind control. There's something that's still attaching, grabbing to their mind that makes them feel like they just simply have to participate in this shit. Otherwise, they're being left out. So let's have a look. Bear with me. I'm yet again rolling another zoo. And yes, I have eaten. I ate a big, massive meal. just before I started recording this. Yeah, I got loads of food in my belly. I got loads of stuff that I just want to smoke right now and go to war. Yeah, I'll read that while I build this. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Jeremiah 10:3 to 10:04, yeah? For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Yeah? And look, Deuteronomy 16:21 I'm concerned with here, where it says, thou shalt not plant thee a grove, yeah? You know, the grove like the Ishtar thing, of any trees near unto the altar of the Lord thy God, which thou shalt make thee. So just so you don't associate this Yule Saturnalia pagan business with God, his altar. He don't want none of them Christmas looking trees and shit like that near his altar. You understand? To make it clear, yo, that's some separate thing. We don't participate in it. Them Canaanites was teaching the Israelites these fucking practices. Astarte, Astaroth, Moloch, all these pagan foreign fucking gods that weren't a part of the Anu Elohim. They were trying to create religions and create cults and live like in lust and pollute man and pollute the earth and stuff. That was Enlil's plan, innit? So all his children, Ishtar, Nanasin, children and grandchildren, Shamash, Ninurta, even Negal who joined them, and all the other demons who joined them, yeah, they came up with all of this shit today, man, that spun out into all of these fucked up mind control religions and this mass mind control tradition of Christmas. Yo, do you know how much Muslims celebrate this Christmas here in England? And Hindus and whoever else. Black people, white people, Italian people, all these different people, yeah? I was gonna put like pictures of Jesus in here and all that, but I thought, fuck all that, man. That's all been done already. I just wanted to do a quick thing. So like it's 1 hour now. I'm not even gonna dwell much longer, and I really mean that. Yeah, I just wanted to run through this thing. What's this Isaiah say? The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. Yo, well. Anyway. So these motherfucking shits are pagan shits. There's more verses in the Bible that speak about how this is a pagan custom that they took from Chronia and from Druids and Greco-Romans and stuff to do with Saturnalia and to do with fucking Yule, Chronia, Chronos, Ishtar, all of that type shit there. It's no fucking good, yeah? But yet, the Christians, yeah, they forget about Jesus and all of that shit for Christmas, and they turn into this Santa cult, where everyone's just like lost religion or they principles and goes on this daft spree, eating turkeys and drinking alcohol and fucking and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? This Christmas shit, you need to get out of it. So you see here, as I was saying earlier in the other live, where I couldn't find the picture of Ishtar, this is it right here. Look on her shoulders, the wings. You see them two cherubim? Don't they look like Lady Diana? You understand what I'm saying here, guys? Yo, just check that out for a minute. Yeah, rest in peace, Fred Hampton. Yeah, rest in peace to a soldier, man. All the dead presidents, but he was one of my favorite because he was different. He came with a different philosophy. Yo, we got to face some facts that the masses are poor, that the masses belong to what you call the lower class. And when I talk about the masses, I'm talking about the white masses, I'm talking about the black masses, and the brown masses, and the yellow masses too. We've got to face the fact that some people say you fight fire best with fire, but we say you put fire out best with water. We say you don't fight racism with racism. We're gonna fight racism with solidarity. We say you don't fight capitalism with no black capitalism. You fight capitalism with socialism. Rest in peace, Fred Hampton, JTV. Fuck the law, country rotten to the core. Slayers find you hiding in your house and come kick off your door. It's a war, lion poor and I'm a raw. Man, I came to slay these demons, leave them lying on the floor. I done told you all before, Djedefre he came to teach. Ragnar Memnon about that war ain't trying to be no king of peace. I done climbed the highest mountain just to find a golden fleece. If the beast try to bite me, I'ma kick out his teeth. Why you fuckers so serious? You should make some noise. I can hear your silence so loud that I'm annoyed. I ain't working for no white people. Me, I'm self-employed. Do my dirt or buy my lonely. I'm the one you should avoid. I would like to think I'm very reasonable even still. If I pull upon him, ain't gonna be no time to call the bill. In this Armageddon, I'ma have to tell him blood to spill. All the soldiers in my circle swallowed the red pill. Yo, real out here. Let me get another hit. Black or more, battlefields of blood and gore. If they tell me love thy enemy, I'ma just ignore. Man, you rappers is a bore. I'ma tell you niggas raw. I was listening your stuff, fam, that shit was kinda poor. I know you must be in awe every time you hear the God. Left him feeling like a fish, like a battered piece of cod. I'ma wipe them all out like I'm sat down playing COD. They religious, they don't understand, they say I'm playing God. I'ma take them back to school, cause these fuckers they ain't cool. Once again I play the fool to catch the fool, the golden rule. Kabbalistic politicians locking down the shit is cruel. Got these counterfeit rappers, how they running out of fuel, nigga. Let's go. Yo, we spoke about these ninjas before stepping off the plane, yeah? Ishtar again, what's she standing on here now? Is that a lion again, or is that a bull or some shit like that? I don't even know what that is or what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ishtar, man. So you see how big a part she plays. Kronos, Odin. Man, watch American Gods. I kid you, you will not regret it. You will say, wow, them niggas just put all this shit in here like this. You get me?